What up, Wizard Nation? This is Travis Spaulding, Dylan's older brother, and I'll talk a little bit about my experience at Washingtonville. Senior year was definitely the most fun. I'm sure you guys would agree. I ended up doing, like I said, track again in football. My football career ended this year though. When I broke my ankle at the homecoming game, it was kind of a big deal. That was like the peak of my football career. Haven't played ever since. But senior year was really exciting. I love that everyone was just applying to colleges, talking about like what they wanted to do in the future. I decided to go to Rutgers, as you could tell by the sweatshirt I'm wearing. I went to Rutgers because I wanted a large school feel, and a large university provides a lot of opportunities for different clubs and meet a whole lot of different people, and it was really close to home. As for my major, I'm a mechanical engineer, and I'm graduating in 2018. And I chose mechanical engineering because I really like the math and science aspect of school. I really had a passion for physics. I took 2 physics classes, both with Mr. Morgante, and I really enjoyed those. And engineering is sort of the application of physics, and the way I see it, mechanical engineering is sort of like problem solving, like mechanical problem solving. That really appealed to me, and I chose that as my major. And I was one of the rare people that never changed their majors, and I've been a mechanical engineer my entire career. I'm also concentrated in aerospace. The aerospace industry really interests me. I've taken multiple aerospace classes, and ideally I would like to really get into the space industry. Companies like SpaceX or Blue Origin really get me excited. I really like the possibility of the thought of leaving the planet and going to space. For example, like SpaceX's Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, like to me that's like the most exciting technology out there right now. And I'm actually working on landing a full-time position in a company called Murata Controls, where I'll be working on products that we sell directly to SpaceX. So hopefully I'll get some more exposure to that, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for the space industry, and maybe one day I'll even land a job in California.
Hello, we're Group M1, and we're working on something that will revolutionize the world of 3D printing. We all love ordinary 3D printers for their ability to create just about any shape, whenever we want, with relatively no effort. Their downside, however, is that these parts are fragile and can't be used in structural or high-temperature environments. That's where we come in. NASA has sponsored us to develop a Thermoset Composites 3D printer to create structural and heat-resistant parts in some of the most isolated places, such as the International Space Station. We are currently developing a 3D printer, Millprint G-Flex, a 2-part toughened epoxy that we will infuse with carbon fiber. There are 2 main challenges we need to overcome. 1. We must merge 2 pressurized liquids into a static mixing nozzle without any leaking. And 2. We need to build a heat chamber to help our material transform from a liquid to a solid quick enough to print vertically.
So my senior design project is working on a modified 3D printer. This doesn't look like much right now, but the printer, instead of extruding a normal hard plastic like this, we're extruding a 2-part epoxy, which you see coming into here, and then we'll eventually, this is a little messy right now, but we'll eventually be able to print a 2-part epoxy, which is much harder than a normal 3D print. And the material we're printing right now is called EcoFlex, but this is just like a practice material. It's like it's a soft epoxy that eventually what we will be printing is G-Flex, which is a two-part actual hardened epoxy. This will harden to make a much more structural piece. And what we're doing right now is you can see the beginning of our chamber we're building around the printer to insulate it from the environment and to keep the prints hot. We're actually going to be using a reptile lamp to use infrared heating to heat the prints up to increase the cure time. So right now, what some of the issues we're facing is we're trying to prevent this from leaking. There's usually a mixer that sits in here. One of our issues is that's leaking, and we're mounting the bulb to the mixer itself so we can cure as we can print. This is just a prototype, but that's kind of where we're at right now in the project. And like I said, this project comes to us from Huntsville, Alabama, from NASA. And the hopes of the project is we could use it for 3D printing on long journeys to places like Mars where you can't really manufacture parts.
Going to college. So college is going to be a crazy experience for all of you, I guarantee it. And some of my biggest tips would be, within like the first couple weeks, make as many friends as you can. I know it's going to be weird, like making friends for the first time again, but go out there, leave your dorm door open, and just literally meet as many people as you can. And I would recommend try to develop the largest friend group possible, because without friends, college isn't as fun and it's much more difficult. And I would definitely say, get involved with clubs. Go out there and just join as many clubs as you can. There's going to be a club that suits your interests. I would definitely highly recommend doing that. Also, I would recommend looking for PDFs of your textbooks first before going to buy them. I would go to the first class at least and just listen to what the professor has to say about the book, and you might be able to find a PDF or an earlier version to sort of save you some money. That was a really good tip. What else? You're going to learn quickly, but you're going to have to learn to self-teach a lot. College is all about teaching yourself, because the professors aren't as responsible for like how well you do. In high school, they sort of like more or less like just sort of give you a lot more tools to succeed. And in college, it's more so on you. So you all learn that very quickly, but just try to be on top of your academics as quickly and as early as possible. What else? Oh, and I guess have fun. Enjoy your time at school. It'll be a great 4 years from all of you. Well, that about wraps it up for me. Thanks for listening. If you want to find out more about what I do, talk to Dylan. He knows pretty much everything. Anyway, you stay classy, Wizard Nation.